forget how hard it is to not be able to leave the bed, to feel the anger rising in your throat and pushing it back down again, to take it out on yourself when it seems that no one's looking. You forget how hard it is to not know how to laugh or smile in a photograph, or just go out when it seems like nobody wants you there. You forget how hard it is with the constant racing thoughts about every little thing that has gone wrong and will, with the sleepless nights, what ifs ringing in your head. You forget how hard it is to order your own food, to sit in class all day and not make a peep, because raising your hand would require too much courage. You forget how hard it is to be constantly distracting yourself from the painful thoughts that distance you from what you love with a single whisper. You forget how hard it is to be alone in your bedroom, praying that your sins are forgiven for the second time, and the third time, and the fourth, when your sin wasn't a sin at all, but a thought, a command to do what is right. After all this, I can safely say, I'd much rather forget how hard it is to be struggling, to be sad, to base my actions upon a voice in my head. But I want to show you the pain one goes through when they cannot trust their own mind. Okay guys, just making sure that recorded. Technical difficulties today. I did want to talk about this poem a little bit. So this is OCD week, and following the tradition of last year's OCD week, I decided to publish some poetry this week, this being the first of which. And this poem, though, isn't all about OCD. I wanted to do something all about OCD, but I thought this would be the best. This one is actually about all three of the mental illnesses I've struggled with in my life, and each paragraph correlates to one of those. Some of them are mixed up towards the end, but in the beginning, the first three paragraphs are correlated to each specific illness, those being generalized anxiety disorder, depression, and OCD. At first I was thinking this wouldn't be good because it's OCD week, I should focus on OCD, but comorbid disorders are a huge part of having OCD. I mean, it's what can take someone from just anxious and suicidal and depressed. It can take OCD, an already very confusing illness, and make it 100 times more confusing. So I'm glad that I'm sharing this poem on OCD week to raise awareness of the fact that many people with OCD have other illnesses as well. It's not just the simple obsession compulsion. It can also be obsession compulsion guilt, obsession compulsion guilt, generalized anxiety, obsession compulsion, then you got mania and ups and downs with bipolar, borderline personality disorder, schizophrenia, psychosis, so many things, anorexia, food disorders, really big. Eating disorders are really big with OCD. It all connects together when you have more than one mental illness. It's not like they're each in separate categories of your brain and they all only come out when they are supposed to. They all kind of mix together, and their things affect, one illness's things affects another illness's things. And comorbid disorders are important, and they're an important part of OCD awareness. And I'd like to make more videos on that. But anyway, that's my poem for today, guys. I wrote it actually last year, like the day before OCD week, it looked like. It was honestly, I remember that night, I remember I was feeling like I forgot what it was like to experience generalized anxiety and depression. So I wrote that poem to signify that I forgot what it was like for me before OCD. That I talk about OCD a lot now because that's what bothers me now, but things were different with other mental illnesses, and I want to remember that so I can express that and show people. And as well as OCD types, I also had stuff about scrupulosity in that poem because that's something I don't deal with anymore, but it's something that was really affecting me at the time, and I want to be able to raise awareness for it. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this poem, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Or hopefully tomorrow. Bye. You forget how hard it is when your phone shuts off every 2 seconds because you have 1% of battery left. Hold on. BRB. I gotta plug. Me mo my mo me mo my mo moo. See so say so 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 so. Me mo my mo me mo moo. See so say so. I will pronounce things. Punctuation. Wait, what's the word?